Good morning. Mabuhay, bitches. Mabuhay. Hopefully, everybody's having a great beginning of a Thursday or a Wednesday evening. Uh, 4th of July weekend. A lot of plans. I'm not sure what anybody's doing. Don't care. That's your business. You want to share it. That's your business. I'm not trying to dig for information. Um, just wanted to come in and wish everybody an awesome 4th of July weekend. Some mabuhay bitches. I just woke up about a half hour ago. I had a long night yesterday. Ended up talking to my granddaughters. Unfortunately, we tend to forget. Well, at least I tend to forget that I have a difference in time. So I ended up talking to my granddaughters until about, it was 3 o'clock in the morning here. So I was a little tired. Then, of course, took advantage to talk to my daughters and then my son's 4th of July and my mother and my brother. Everything went well. Everything went good. Um, my mother's enjoying, of course, everything in my house. Everything in my house, my mother's enjoying. So happy 4th of July weekend to everybody. I wanted to touch base on something that I heard. Maybe I understand things different, and of course, I don't see it like a lot of people do because I don't understand it maybe as much. But I had seen a video of somebody saying that you got to be careful about what you show on social media, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and just be careful. Now, of course, if it pertains to something serious, then it pertains to something serious. But I will tell you this: um, I have said many things in YouTube. I have wrote to many people. I have left voice messages years ago, months ago, last year. Um, what I feel may or may not have changed. I could have changed. The problem with sharing information is a lot of you guys share it not wanting accountability. A lot of this shit's going to creep up on you in the future. If somebody would have come up with a video and says, "This is what Nico said," I said, "Yeah, I said it. No, that's not how I feel now. That's not how I think now. But yeah, I said it." You shouldn't have to be afraid of sharing anything if you don't care about the accountability, because accountability is only mainly for something that you're afraid of, ashamed of, like anything. Again, you can all disagree if you want, but um, I have no fucking, I have no fucking, no, I don't lose any sleep on anything that I might have said, might have wrote, might have said when I was drunk, sober. I don't give a shit. Uh, the problem is a lot of you guys are doing these things and saying these things and going behind closed doors and talk. Listen, if I have something to say this about somebody, um, I will say it. If it's that serious, if I'm having a conversation, let's just say with Flying Circus, and then I say, "Hey, this is just between us." Now, if Flying Circus turns around and says, "Look at what Nico said," then I'll say, "Hey, I said that between him and me, but this is exactly what I said. Yeah, that's what I said, and do I feel the same?" So accountability has to be found across the board. And if you're afraid of saying something because you think, then don't say it. You know what I mean? Hola, how you doing, Maria? Good morning. We have a great little morning. We're going to have a little shindig. She's leaving. I think she's leaving. I'm not sure if she's leaving Saturday or Sunday. I'll find something to do for 4th of July weekend. Nothing crazy. I'm not that rude to her. I mean, yeah, I am rude, but not too rude. I'll find something and hang out with someone or anyone, just to have a great weekend. But I think she's leaving, and if she's not, I'll spend it with her and her friends and family. And if she is, I'll find another chicken head truck and friends and family and have a great time. No cooking show today. No, we have cooking videos coming. I had this discussion with Maria the other day. I said, Maria, many people could probably come back with videos and voice messages and voice things that I said and wrote. And she goes, "Doesn't it worry you?" I said, "No, I'm a fucking grown man. I'm fucking 55 years old. You think I give a fuck if anybody's going to use what I say?" I mean, I said 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 months ago. I can easily change a thought pattern. I can say, "Well, I said that back then, but that's not how I feel now." But a lot of you guys, like I said, you share things and then you're afraid of what comes later. What comes later? Is it right? Of course, it's not right. But what did you think was going to happen? Think about it. What did you think was going to happen when you start sharing information? I have shared many personal things with people. I'm not worried if it comes back and haunts me. I don't care. Nothing comes back to haunt me. Nothing. Nothing. If someone says, "Did you?" like that situation with Bama. Uh, when Allo had put out those videos. Bro, I'm not excusing shit. Was I hammered? Yeah. Did I say things I should? Of course. I mean, I'm fucking human, man. I say things I shouldn't have said. I should have picked better wording. And you know what I said? I went right back to the fucking source. I said, listen, this is what I said. This is, a lot of it could have been taken out of context, but this is exactly. He's like, I understand now. Does he really? I don't know. But I told him the truth. I said I shouldn't have said a lot of things that I said, but I should have waited when I was more sober. And again, if I was not sober, excuse me, if I was sober, I wasn't drinking, and I said something, about fucking Flying Circus or John S. or Fast Forward TV or Popeye, and I said Popeye's a fucking big piece of shit or fucking Flying Circus is a cunt. I would go to directly and say, hey, the reason I said that is because and you know what, I always say that real men and friends, they listen to each other. They listen to each other. Sharing anything. Friends don't put friends. Well, that's the thing. Friends don't put friends. Bingo, right there. If they're real friends, that wouldn't happen. You see, but a lot of this genre, not just the Philippines, every genre, you guys trust a little too much. Now, if you did it, you're gonna have to bite the fucking bullet. Because let me tell you, sir, because I am guilty 1,000,000% of talking a lot of shit. But a lot of the times when I was talking, I was all, it doesn't excuse it. I'm not sitting here saying, guys, forgive me. No, I'm not. I don't want you to forgive nobody. Forgive me for shit. But my point is that I have said a lot of things at the time that I just thought everything this is peachy. Guys, we get caught up in the social media platform thinking that everybody's your fucking homie. A lot of them can be. And Popeye said it to me once. He said, "If you ever betray me, or you betray me, and I betray you, I wouldn't talk to you again. I wouldn't go back and fucking use all your fucking social media, all the conversations that we had." But the problem is, a lot of you guys' ego, fucking your superiority complex, fucking gets up the fucking wall, and you think it's not going to come and bite you in the fucking ass. I mean, it can. Will it? If it did, are you going to be okay with it? Are you going to be held accountable? John S. is in the house. And let me first and foremost say, happy 4th of July, Flying Circus. John S., happy 4th of July. I got a message from Passport TV, Harry Dick. Happy 4th of July, friends and family, all of your friends and family, and happy 4th of July weekend as well. Maria, I'll find out in a little while if she's going to be here or not. It wasn't planned, but her household is more important to me, to her, and to her son. Mainly to me because I'm the foreigner. That's her household. I'm the guy on the outside looking in. It's more important to me for her to be addressing that than for me to worry. There will be another 4th of July. 4th of July could be when she comes back next week when she's leaving. It could be anything. So we got that out of the way. Yeah, no, I've been watching a lot of things, circus. When I'm here cleaning or doing the bed sheets or washing the floor or doing laundry or helping Maria do something or cooking or something, I'm always listening to a show, different shows, different genres, and I come across the guys that I listen to, you guys and everybody, and it just blows my mind. Like I agree with you, Flying Circus, that people share way too much. But I feel that whatever I share, I will always be accountable for. I will always be accountable. I will never come back and say, I can't believe listen, if I shared it, there's always that possibility it will make the fucking daylight. It'll come out of the darkness. But I don't care. Like I don't care. But a lot of people, they come out and like, I can't believe, I'm gonna tell you, Circus, that comment was on point. Real friends don't do that to each other. The real friends, because I am in the CND. I should party with Harry Dick. Hell yeah! Hey, let's see. Listen, if you do, tell him that I said, happy. What is it? Happy 4th of July. God bless. Have a couple of. Well, I know he's on that raw diet, not the raw diet. What's that diet he's on? All meat diet, the carnivore diet. Yeah, tell him that have at least one potato for me and a couple of shots. Woo! I know fucking Circus is gonna have a fucking steak and say this is for fucking Nico. And if you're gonna have steak, make sure you have it with some fucking some shrimp or a lobster tail on the side with some mashed potatoes and some gravy, and then a couple of shots of bourbon with a freaking nice stogie. Even I don't smoke, but at the end, for some reason, I think that's a real manly fucking fucking meal. A big fucking cigar at the end with a bourbon with some smoke on it. Hell yeah, mother effers. Because there's a different kind of friends or a friend. And it is true. It is true because and I'm gonna tell you I am guilty of this. I am 1,000,000% guilty. Not recently. I'm saying when I was growing up, I was always lonely for friends, and I'll tell you why. Because I was always alone. I trusted nobody. When I was in the military, those were my friends. Okay, those were my compadres. Those are my that right there was familia. Then when I came out of the military, I missed it because the camaraderie was not there. You got betrayed and all the drugs. Now, I'm not saying there's no drugs and alcohol abuse in the military. I'm just saying I was never a victim of seeing it. We drank, we hung out, we did what we did. Some of the guys smoked weed. It was, but we kept it at a level that we shouldn't have done it, but we did, and we kept it I can't say the word respectful. We kept it like at a low profile, and it was like maybe once a month kind of thing. Then you come out and all of a sudden you start dealing with the deception. You start thinking that's all your friends. So of course, what did I do? I got stuck with the crowd fucking yet again. That's why I moved out of Massachusetts. I went to out of Massachusetts down to Florida, and I said I cannot do it. I left all my friends and family. Of course, I left. My sons were there, my daughters were with me, but my sons have lives with their mother. I couldn't take them with me. I left my mom, my brother, my sister, my family, my cousin. I had to make a big fucking change. It was the best fucking change that I've ever done. So then as time went on, I confused what friendship was about. And I was a loyal friend, and I still am for the most part. I mean, don't ask me to lie. Don't ask me to do anything that will take years away from, don't ask me to. I mean, if you ask me to get in a car with a mask and says, you can't ask where we're going, and people are gonna die. All right, then just don't. That'll be between me and you. Let's keep it a low profile. And I hope I never get. Then I'm a ride or die motherfucker. But if it's gonna take me away from my family, I won't do it. But I'm loyal. And then I got confused. Not confused, man. It's you just. I mean, I don't think it's confusion. I think again, lonely. You want to have those friends. I left so many friends behind. I still have them, but you don't have access to sit down and talk to them like you used to. Yeah, you could talk to them on the phone, but when you want to go hang out, I was mainly 99% alone. So then you started trusting people. And then I learned really fast that is by far not something that you want. If a friendship goes sour, should never, in 1 million, it should never be shared. Ever. I don't give a fuck if listen, I know this is going to sound really extreme. Really. I don't give a fuck if you caught me, I caught you fucking my wife. Hey, my niggas, we are friends till the end. When it ends, that is where it ends. It doesn't mean we continue being bitter. Bro, have my wife. If you had her, that means she was never mine to begin with. You know? Have my girlfriend. Take her. She's yours, motherfucker. That means she wasn't mine to begin with. Our friendship ended at a note, whether it's negative or positive. I'll remember I'll remember the negative that you did, but I'll remember all the positive and move on. That's it. Listen, when you start sharing shit, that is just evil vindictive. It doesn't say nothing about me. It says tons about you. Let's see. I don't share our conversations. Well, she sometimes shares it if it benefits her financially on Facebook, the little shitbag. I agree with me. I never ever share anything. I never do. Now, have I done it before with permission? Yes. Have someone says, hey, ask him if okay, then I share it. I even asked Flying Circus, hey, can you do me a favor? And I'm not going to tell you what conversations we've had about who. He said, can you relate this to this person? I said, yeah, give me a second. I relate it. Person says, hey, that's not a problem. And Nico, is it okay? Hey, listen, you're a grown man. He goes, no, but I want to see. I said, Circus, you're a grown man. You do what you want. He goes, no, but I want to make sure. I said, all right, hold on. That's kind of cool, man. Hold on. So I'll relay the message to people that he wants. Excuse me. And that's it. They say yes or no. If the person says no, if she says no and he says no, if Maria says no, like I'll give you an example. I can share this. Circus loves doing Maria videos, and he says, Nico, I respect Maria way too much. I would never use her face. I told Maria. Maria's like, he can if he wants, but if that's how he feels, see. So I'll relay it because I got permission. But the thing is that even after your old asses, man, I think once you hit 21 or 20, let's be fair. Let's be fair. A lot of men don't grow up till at least the age of around 28 to 32. Okay. Let's just be fair. That's just me guesstimating. Okay. So let's just say you betrayed me under the age of 30. I'm not, hey, listen, many things can be fixed, many things we can grow out of, maybe many things can be mended. When you start fucking around at 35, 45, 55, especially after 45 to the 55s, you're a grown fucking man. Like, I mean, you were grown back then, but you're a grown old fucking cuck. You know what I mean? You should not be doing these things. But a lot of you guys just think that everybody's your fucking homie. Everybody's your compadre. And then they turn around and you, like I said, if anything comes from me, about me, and it creeps out, fuck creep. If anybody wants to fucking get even with me and do something, just do it, and then I'll say, "Hey, I did say it," and just get it over with. If you don't, be a real friend and just shut your fucking mouth, because there's nothing really that I've ever said that I wouldn't be, that I would not ever, that I would ever say, no, that wasn't me. And even though you have the video, everything I said it. I said it passionately. I might have said it ignorantly. I might have said whatever. I said it. That's it. That's it. Get it over with. Uh, our love is doing nothing with his stank email, pretending to be Gildo, saying he died. I put, listen, everybody, the thing, remember, Circus, we had spoken about this. A lot of people, they dread what they did. They go to these countries and they dread it. In the beginning, everything's good. Popeye said it too. A lot of these guys are in the emotional stages. The first stage is like, I love it, I love it, I love it. Oh my God, I love it, I love it, I love it. Then the years go by and says, oh, now I'm getting accustomed. I still love it, love it, love it, but I don't like this shit. I don't like the beggars. I don't like that. I don't like this. Then reality kicked in. Fuck, I cannot leave. Fuck, I'm going to have to sell everything. Fuck, I invested too much in this shit. I always tell people, I always will always say, I would rather rent for 10 fucking years, okay, in a little place and have an arrangement with somebody than to ever be caught giving, unless that's what you want to do, giving my soul away of 40, 30, 20 years of my life fucking working, and then dread it and say, I don't want to fucking be here. I'm not fucking here. Yeah, I'm happy here, but I'm not fucking happy here all the time. I want to be able to have the freedom to move around. I want to be able to do this and this and that. But once you start investing and you plant your fucking roots in there, you get, but the thing is that most of these guys can easily fucking leave because you don't own half the shit you think you own. You just work it and do it and get out of it. No, they'd rather be more miserable. And I've said that to you before, Circus, that a lot of people now, they want to be left alone. They started a big bonfire. They started the fucking wilderness. They started the fields on fire, and now they want everybody else to put it out. You know, like I said, I hope everybody finds their niche and their fucking happiness that they want. I'm not 100% happy, but I'm not 100% sad. I'm in the 90% happy. Of course, maybe 80%, that 20%, I still miss home. It's not that I don't love anybody from home, but do you think I would leave what I have there for here? No, no. People, listen, I understand that people are miserable. People are sad. They're like, oh, the country's going to shit. Let me tell you something. I was blessed to be able to be born in the United States. It's not the best fairy tale ending, okay? It's not. But I can tell you one thing. Whenever I want to build something, whenever I want to do something, whenever I want to construct something, whenever I want to enhance the possibilities for my grandchildren to have more, that's the country that I want to be in. I don't want to come here and fucking die a miserable fucking death with no fucking health care, with giving everything else away that I work hard for. Yeah, if you're giving it to somebody or on other people that appreciate it, but the thing is that they bury themselves here. They try to make the friendships that they left behind, the family that they left behind, the world that they left behind, and try to make a new one. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. But when reality kicks the fucking door in, you got to be honest to yourself. And a lot of these guys are not honest to themselves. You know what I mean? They are more miserable than they can ever will ever admit. Me, like I said, I will always talk freely. Hey, I'll share little things, like share the thing with Maria. I shared the thing about me having to probably have to go back and get the physical and and the fucking colonoscopy and the neurology and all that shit. I got to get all that shit updated. I have no fucking choice. My doctor's really tight on that. He's not letting me do it in Manila, and that's okay. That's all right. I'll have to go and then stay a couple of months and then come back. See, that's reality speaking right there. Accept it for what it is and go. But a lot of these guys, they're in shadows. They're in the shadows, trying to sell you a dream that is not really there. Now, has it worked? Yeah, there's a lot of balance that comes with being in the Philippines. That's a lot of things a lot of these guys are not telling you. There's a lot of give and take, and you're actually giving more than you're receiving. It's give and receive, and you're giving more than you'll ever receive. What you're receiving are the fake smiles, mostly fake pats in the back, mostly the fake I love yous, mostly fake I appreciate yous. Most of them are all fucking fake. You will always be a means to an end, and I'll say that in every fucking show that comes up with this conversation. You'll always be a means to an end. Does it work? Yes, but not without fucking sacrifice. You know what I mean? Not without fucking sacrifice. You will give more than you will ever receive in this country. 1,000,000%. Excuse me. Flying Circus, I love this. Doing nothing wrong with his one. Yeah, she never does nothing wrong. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Uh Honestly, I post messages I send myself, so I got myself in trouble. That is freaking that is awesome. I should start doing that shit. Start putting shit out about myself and be like, oh, I got myself in trouble. Nah, listen. So I'm gonna end that conversation there. Guys, be careful who you share shit with, but be accountable for shit. Don't be afraid. Guys, be who you are. Guys, most of us are fucking old. Who the fuck cares? Is like, hey, did you hear what Nico said? Yeah, I know what the fuck I said. I said it. Do you think he fucking feels that way still? Well, I'm gonna ask me. A lot of times, Circus, a lot of these people don't go directly to the source. Like I said, have I talked shit about everybody? Hell shit. I talk shit about everybody. Everybody. At the time that I talk shit, that's what I felt. That's it. Did you really feel that way? Yeah, I did. At the time, yeah. Do I feel like, why don't you ask me, do I feel like that now? Well, what was going through my mind when I said it? How about me being a real fucking friend? Like, just say, let's just say somebody else comes out and says something, why don't you be a real friend to me and say, because I was a shitty fucking friend. I was talking shit. But I don't think people should be held 100% accountable for just having someone to talk to and talk. But if you're going to say shit when you're sitting there having that comfortability and you're talking to them and there may be a chance in the back of your fucking mind that it's going to come out, you better hold your tongue, not because you're afraid, but hold your tongue because at least you know that what you're going to be accountable for, you can explain. There's a lot of shit that could probably come out of me from other people and they'll share it. If they shared it, I wouldn't know how to fucking explain it. Oh my God, Lord Jesus, you motherfucker! I'll fucking kill you. Let me tell you, trust me, and not meltdowns, just passionately talking. Meltdowns are when you can't control a fucking thing. Like you are gonna go out there. No, no. Have I had instances like that? I could have. Yeah, there was many times I called Popeye half fucking 2 shades to the fucking wind. Actually, 7 shades to the fucking wind. Let's just say that. I'll wake up in the morning and say, I'll tell Maria, did I talk to Popeye? Or I'll talk to the other chick. Hey, did I talk to that guy? Like, yes, you did. Oh, shit. What? And then I'll talk to Popeye. Popeye's like, you don't even know how fucked up you were. I was like, see? Is that an excuse? No. Because a lot of what you talk to people about, there's something behind it. There's passion. There's a feeling. There's something that makes you uncomfortable. That's why I go to the source. If I ever had a problem with anybody, whether it's Circus, Popeye, Big E, fucking what is it, John, fucking Kevin, and I have said things about anybody, I will still, hey, listen, this is what's going on. That's it. Go to the people directly. But a lot of the times, you guys, you hide behind, oh, I didn't say that. Okay. Then eventually it's gonna catch up to you, everybody. It always does. So but again, let's get back to the 4th of July. Um, I hope really truly that everybody's having a great 4th of July. I am really actually having a small one. And if Maria is leaving, like I said, I don't know. I'll talk to her in a little bit. I don't know if she's leaving, and if she does, I'll just have like a little. I'll order some food and I'll stay inside. Like I said, it's not because I can't go out. It's just I don't really in this area. There's a lot of places, but a lot of it's Filipino stuff. And you know what I would like? I'd like a fucking. Actually, that's what I'm gonna do today. When I go to the store, I'll see if I can find fucking steak and she is leaving. Well, like I said, it all depends on if she's leaving. If she's leaving, then I'll get a fucking steak or something, or a Filipino version steak. If they do have salmon, they do have real big thick chunks of salmon. And I'll get some kimchi, and then I'll have something for the 4th of July. But we'll see. Like I said, we'll see what we have. We'll see what the availability is, and if not, man, I'll have a bottle of fucking Jack Daniels, fucking some mashed potatoes that I'm making. I'll make some tuna fish casserole or something, man. I don't care. It's you spend it simply. Let me see. 4th of July and spending the week with family, then week in Nashville. Listen, let me tell you that every time you just plan something simple like that, it ends up being something big. It's like a big freaking shindig. Now, I will tell you, I am looking forward. I am looking forward, Circus, to a video saying this is what Nico gave up from the United States. The mashed potatoes, and then you can hear Maria in the background saying, "Do you want the lumpia, Nico? Lumpia? Do you want the fish? I don't want none of that fish, woman. I want a fucking fat steak." And attending a party with Filipinos and they're okay, all right. For Filipino and their Carlos on July. That is awesome. See, like I said, and let me tell you, I may talk shit about the Philippines slightly, but it can work for people. It can work. See how I sound like a hypocrite when I say it doesn't. It doesn't work for everybody because people fight it. But I will be honest, it can work, but you will sacrifice. You will sacrifice a lot. But you know what? The sacrifices may be worth it to you. A lot of them are not worth it to me. And it's not because, oh my God, I can't eat at Denny's. I can't eat at freaking TJI Fridays or Texas Roadhouse. I can't do this. I can't do that. I don't have all the things I have from the US. It's nothing like that. I miss my family, guys. I really miss my family. I love being a great. Well, let me not. I don't want to toot my own horn. I love being a good son, the best son that I can be. I love being the best father that I can be, and I'm glad that I'm still here because I have tons of friends that have died, and this is not a pity party. I have tons. I mean, tons. I mean, 30 or 40 really good friends I grew up with. That's how many men and females, whether they died in the military or whether they died outside the military. As you know, as I call them, street friends or lifetime friends. Uh, I was blessed to be able to still be here and be a grandfather. And I want to be a grandfather, the best I can be. And now I'm an uncle again because my sister had a baby girl. And I'm very close to my family. We're not perfect, we have our falling outs, but the falling outs are always that simple. And you know what? The older you get, the falling outs don't last as long. We just have a disagreement. We know who's hot headed. We know who has a lot of passion behind what they say. And like me, I am the patriarch of the guy that says things so fucking disgusting, so fucking mean. They already know it's not how I meant it. Maria said it took her months to get to know how I say things because the way I say things. Could I educate myself? I could educate myself a little better and calm down. She's like, you changed so much since you've been here. And you know what changes you? Good people changes you. She talks to me. She says, Nico, you need to stop doing that. She'll talk to my mother. And my mother's like, hey, you need to cut your shit. You're hurting her feelings. They're like, Maria, am I hurting your feelings? She goes, it's not that you hurt my feelings. It's just I don't understand, Nico. So I said, so it bothers you. She goes, yeah, because I don't know what to do. I don't understand you. And then after a few months, it all went well. And now we get along. I think we get along pretty well. I think our relationship as the friendship we have is really good. It really is good. And again, I'm only blessed to be able to have it to last a lifetime. And if it does, great. And if it doesn't, then it doesn't. But it's not because we didn't try. So I will say, have an awesome time. Again, John Essen, Circus, and anybody else in the background watching that's just listening. And of course Maria and anybody else. Have a good 4th of July. And guys, uh, cherish those friendships. cherish them very well because you just never know. You never know how many times you're going to kick your friend in the face, and then you're going to lose him. You're going to lose a real friend. He's not going to say nothing. You're not. You're going to replace him with seven other people that seem to be better for you, and then all of a sudden you're like, "What the fuck?" And every single one will betray you. Let's hope they don't. But me, nah, I'm good, man. I'm good. My circle's where it needs to be, and if I have might have said something or might have done something to offend anybody in any kind of way, it really was truly not my intentions. I can be a very ignorant person. I'll be the first one to tell you. I'll be the first one to say I say very ignorant things, very hurtful things, very strong things. But if you really knew me, like I liked what Flying Circus said, it's perfect. If you really consider me your friend, then you will know. You will look past it and help better it instead of like diminish it and turn it into a grotesque attack on somebody. You know. Let me see. And she hopefully has a say. Yeah, definitely, definitely. 250. Woo! Have safe, great time. I'm gonna be relaxed, bro. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna be relaxed, and I think Circus understands what I'm saying about real friendship because Circus has friends that he and will that will stay nameless. He's had friends that he still has, and a lot of them have passed. And I'll tell you, uh, I could only be so lucky for a person to talk to me like Circus talks to me about his friends. Seriously, all bullshit aside, I could only be so lucky for people to talk to their friends about the way Circus talks about his friends. I'm not saying they don't. I have never heard them talk to anybody about me like that. Never. I'm not. And again, I don't know. Maybe they talk the worst things about me, but I think there's better things about me than there is good. That's what I think. You know, I wear the, you know, and we take it for granted. We take that flag for granted. I would say half of the freaking uh, foreign cucks in the Philippines that live off the pension that some of them half of them probably never earned, and the other half fucking escaped the system. Hates the country so much, but yet lives off the money that the country provides. You know, I saw a movie. Uh, I think it was A Few Good Men. Correct me if I'm wrong. Circus. Let me use my phone. Circus. This is gonna be good. I think this Jack Nicholson said it fucking correctly. Watch. Let me see. I'm gonna look for it while you guys are right here. If you guys will entertain me for a second, watch this. I think you know what I'm talking about, and John S. You know which part I'm talking about. A Few Good Men, Jack Nicholson scene. I love this part. It's the court scene when he says, "You will never." Well, let him say it. Hold on. Hold on.
Do you have any other questions for me, counselor?
Watch. Let's see if he says it. He's gonna say it. I just don't know which part. And I don't want you guys to listen to the whole 8 minutes. Hold on. When he says,
Witness will address this court as judge.
"You can't handle the truth," and he says something. Watch.
Chicago wasn't to be touched. Ray Danger said, "Is there any recall what I said?"
And then he says, Jack Nicholson says something like, "And then you guys cry the way I provide this freedom." Watch.
I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom. You weep for Santiago and you curse the Marines. You have that luxury. You have the luxury of not knowing what I know. That Santiago's death, while tragic, probably saved lives. And my existence, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, saved lives. You don't want the truth because deep down in places you don't talk about at parties, you want me on that wall. You need me on that wall. We use words like honor, code, loyalty. We use these words as the backbone of a life spent defending something. You use them as a punchline. I have neither the time or the inclination to explain myself to a man who rises and sleeps under the blanket of the very freedom that I provide, and then questions the manner in which I provide it.
Boom, right there. So when the government provides your little fucking pensions and your little fucking money that you go out there and have that you self say you deserve, but barely ever deserved it. And everybody deserves a little bit of something, but then you question where it comes from. Fuck that. Fuck them cucks. Those are the bitches that die miserably. But I will end this show uh, by saying, not briefly, I will start ending the show um, by saying thank you all for anyone that is going to have a phenomenal time um, with friends and family. And be, how do you say, just be careful, have fun, and how do you say what's that word I'm looking for? Guys, just have fun at the moment, for the moment, for the family, for everything. Just have a great fucking time. Seriously. Because I will tell you, you're never going to know uh when your last moments are gonna be. I've learned that here. I have seen a lot of Filipino friends here that they're like family, friends, and everybody's died. I've become very distant with people here because guys, you got to admit the Philippines is what it is, and if you're too close to the families here, they always expect something from you. Not all, most, and I keep my distance. And I will tell you, it makes me miss home. It makes me miss a lot of things. So you guys be safe, go out there, have fun. If I babbled at the end, it's because I'm trying to find the right words to say, except for Happy 4th of July. Circus, thank you for being who you are and enjoying what you do and loving what you do. John S., friends and family, Harry Dick. You got Steve 90210. You got, what is it, Kevin. You got Big E. You got Mick Fishers. You got hold on, there's some more. Gypsy Jaywalk. Is it Gypsy J? Yeah, Gypsy Jaywalk. Who else? Freaking, Jesus. Ed, God bless you, Ed. I miss you every day, Ed. God bless everybody. Everybody. If I miss somebody, I'm sorry. And I'm gonna do this for Circus. Oh, Tim. I can't forget Tim. Tim, hold on, Tim. Who else? Tim. There's another one. Tim. There's another one after Tim. Oh, Cebu Boss Man. Anybody else? Guys, if I forgot you, anybody else that is close to here, hold on. No, and no, I don't. I mean, if I forgot, it's because I get tongue tied. There's so many names that. What is it? Aloe, happy 4th of July if you celebrate it. Hell, even Bama, happy 4th of July. Freaking who else? Ricky, happy 4th of July. Everybody, guys, have a great 4th of July. Be safe. The only one that I don't wish happy 4th of July is the one that I always want him to be miserable. No, I'm just joking. So I will I will end it like this. My bike buddy Kev, yep. Shit. I'm gonna tell you, Kev's been doing his knees doing good. He's out there exercising. He's taking and pretty soon he's gonna be taking the lead, and I'll be following his footsteps in the exercise world. So, Circus, this is for you because I know how proud you are. Because I'm as proud, but I wanted to do it for you because it just came across my mind. I don't know why is it came to mind. Circus. People may think it's corny. I just think it's kind of cool. The motorcycle that I have, the scooter that I have, I wish I could say it's a motorcycle, but it is an ADV 160. Tim, it's probably the best investment that I've ever had. Um, that I've ever invested in here in the Philippines. It takes me everywhere, reliable. I maintain it. I keep a total record. I bought a book, a maintenance log. It's not a thick one; it's a thin one because they need maintenance, but not like all the time like a car. So yeah, it is. It's a Honda ADV 160. I would have, of course, I would have gotten a 350 if I would have known that at that time that what I know now. But it's not because the 160 is no good. It's because the 350 comes with a different suspension. I had spoken to a guy in Instagram. He had reached out to me on a video, and he's coming here. I think this month coming up, and he's like, what would you invest in? I said, if I could do it different, I would have invested on the ADV. I would have done the ADV 350. I have rented the NMAX as a November Max, and I have rented the X-Ray Max, which is the X Max. The X Max is the 300cc, and the NMAX is 155. I did like the NMAX, but the fuel tank on the ADV 160 is bigger. ADV has better suspension. ADV is on-road, off-road. You can always upgrade the tires if you want to get a little bit more off-road or more of a combination, but you're going to have to spend a little bit more money on that. The tank is, I think, about a liter and a half to 2 liters bigger than the NMAX. Has more room. It's a higher scooter. I think the NMAX is good for local city travel, stuff like that. If you're going to go traveling with it, I would definitely do, even if you had the X Max is lower to the ground. The ADV 160 is higher off the ground. So it's safer for off-road. So you don't have to worry about any rocks hitting anything underneath the oil pan and like all that stuff, the motor. But yeah, that's what I went through. USA Soccer just won and advanced to the round 16, baby. Woo! See, I like fucking with Popeye because Popeye's like the Patriots and Nico. You're not loyal to Boston. I'm loyal to Boston, but I don't live in Boston no more. I live in Florida, so I hope Florida kicks the shit out of New England. But at the same time, I got nothing but New England love. I've been there too long, and I always wish the best for the Patriots. But USA, I give them all the best, but they're gonna get cremated by a freaking either Brazil or freaking Colombia. They're gonna get torn. No, I'm just joking. Hey, I wish them all the best of luck. I wish the whole team to be to exceed. But we'll see. And again, any questions at all, guys? I'm not an expert by any means. Won't pretend to be, but I can tell you. If you were able to get it or encourage anybody, Tim, I would say the ADV 160. Now, I will tell you this, and I want it on live. Stay away from the road sync, Tim. If they're interested, whoever, if you're thinking of getting any, or not you getting any of your friends getting it, stay away from the ADV road sync. I've seen a lot of forums just go with the ADV. The Road Sync came out in 2026, if I'm not mistaken. If it came out in 2025, try to get 2024 model. I don't know if they offer the Road Sync or a regular ADV. The reason the Road Sync is having a lot of issues. So that's to say the least. So stay with the regular ADV 160. And if they don't give you the option, then just, hopefully all the bugs will be taken care of by the time your friend or family are going to, to acquire it. And what I have done, I have gone into Honda. They do make the ADV 160 in the United States. So when I return home and I finally go home, I will invest. I have a car because of family, but I'm going to invest in getting an ADV 160 in the US. I like that scooter. That scooter is good on gas. Goes about 120 miles. It's only you can still use it on the road. Of course, you got to be safer in Florida with all that stuff. But I'm going to stay local with it and uses less gas. I will be investing in an ADV 160 over there. You want to be unique, you get a motorcycle and hire a house. Hell, now that is unique. John, my hot girlfriend might not like it. Well, then you'd have to buy two of them. You'd have to buy your hot girlfriend one and the other hot girlfriend one, so neither could be jealous. I have looked into the what I like to Ducati. I don't ride anybody. I don't ride it. I don't. Maria rides shotgun, and the other girl rides shotgun because it's the Philippines. But I would rather ride neither. I would rather Maria take a freaking scooter on her own and get her own little scooter like a Honda Click, or the other girl, and the other girl did get a motorcycle. So a scooter. She ended up getting a Honda Click. She ended up getting a Honda Click. So Maria's next. She needs to get her own little freaking scooter. I would rather be alone, but I don't mind the company either. So in the U.S., I won't be riding anybody. I've looked at the Indian motorcycles. I don't really like the Harleys anymore. Harleys are not like they used to be, and they're not the name they used to be. They're not coming out with anything really phenomenal anymore. And of course, Indian has gone up in sales, has gone up in everything. Uh, Once they sold Harley, it lasted a little bit, but they're just going down, and not because I degrade it. It's because everything about it is degrading. The way they're doing everything is just degrading now. I hear the Honda Click, and the Honda Click is good. I would tell people don't just get the Honda Click 125. I get the Honda Click 150 or 155 in there. Let me check real quick, guys. I think I want to get the numbers right. Let me see. Give me 1 second. How many models of the Honda Click are there? Yes, that's what I thought. They're the new one. It's a Honda Click 160. Now, guys, when I say it's they got the 110, the 125, and the 160. Guys, when I say that the scooter's nice. It's nice. Now everyone said, well, you don't have to spend the extra money, guys. The 150 is a soft spot for travelers. You can go up the mountains better, the hills, it's just an all around better bike. That's why I tell people go for the soft spot. And the medium would be the 350, two people carry. And if you're going to be hauling like the bags, like the top box and the bags on the side, that kind of stuff, I would recommend the 350s on all the models because they're going to give you better suspension, better all around performance. I would say if you're going to be just traveling locally, not really doing any road traveling, unless it's going to be like to the next few towns and over, I would stay within the soft spot, which is the 150 or the 160 mark. That's what I would do. I have a Honda Click 125. Those are good. Those are good. I will tell you, that is if you're, because again, it all depends on the 125 will be more than you're going to need. I would say always the soft spot because sometimes you got the backpack, the Filipino got the back. I think when you get into the 150, it's a soft spot with the suspension. That's me. That's all. But the 125 is not bad. I saw the Honda Click 160. Holy shit! It looks like a beast, but it's nice, and it wasn't that much of a difference in price from the 125, the new one, to the 150. It was for Filipino, it's a big jump, but for foreigner, it wasn't that bad of a jump, not at all. Um, and trust me, I had looked at all that stuff. I did love the one, but I didn't like the handlebars. I like to ride. I used to ride Harleys. I used to ride, I like this thing called what we call a naked bike. We don't call it. That's the name. It's called a naked bike. Then you got the sports bike. And those that know motorcycle knows what I'm saying when I say a naked bike. I like the naked bike with the wider handlebars. That's all. They didn't offer the bigger bikes for. Yeah, no. I figured these are the newer models. Yeah, Tim, you're 100% right. And again, that bike's gonna last me about 10 or 15 years. Tim, if I ever upgrade, it's because I'll give that bike to her son, and I'll get the 350. That bike's the way I maintain that bike, I should have no problem getting 10 or 15, 20 years out that girl. I'm telling you, I clean her. I mean, I had her wrapped for her paint. So in 5 or 6 years, I'll have her wrapped again. They'll take the old wrap off, put it on. I mean, motor wise, I'll probably, if I can have the motor taken out for like 10,000, 15,000 pesos. Have the motor regutted, redone real good, and then put it back in. Guys, there's unlimited amounts of things you can do with these scooters. Motorcycles are a lot more, technical. That's the only reason I didn't go there. It's not because I couldn't ride the motorcycle. It's just I didn't want to be shifting gears and dealing. That's just me. That belt, I think you have to change it. And let me double check. I asked him. I think he said every 3 years. Watch. What's this? Let me look real quick because I'm always like in these belts. How often do I change the belt in the motor on an ADV 160? Okay, so every 24,000 to so approximately 15,000 miles, replace the drive belt on your Honda ADV 160 according to manufacturer's maintenance, which is up to your discretion. However, because of the frequent stops in go traffic tropical climates, many mechanics and owners suggest inspecting the belt starting at 15,000 kilometers. I only have 8,000 kilometers. I got it with 5. I got a killer deal on that bike, like I said. And I got 8,000, a little over 8,000, so I don't have to see that thing for a while. The way I ride, I do put a lot of miles. I mean, a couple of months ago, no, the month prior to this, I put 1,300 kilometers on that bike, on that scooter. What? So it could accumulate pretty fast, but I'll wait until it hits 10 or 15, not even 10 or 12. I'll have them look at it in my oil change at 10, and then we'll go over there. Like I said, it's just a belt. But over there, on the motorcycle, you got to do the clutch. There's a lot more expenses. It is a all around better, stronger, more better bike, but you're also spending more cuarta. You're spending more money, and you're spending more maintenance on that bike. So mine only has 55 on it. It's a 2000. Wow. See, you're like me. You only use it. You only use it when you can. They didn't offer the big. I will tell you one thing, Tim, that I did on mine. No, excuse me. Let me take that back. I'm thinking of doing on mine bigger brake rotors and bigger calipers because I am a bigger guy. I am 250, 260, 6 feet. You got Maria, which is about 2.5 pounds. You got the top box, which is weighs about 35 pounds. Then you got, of course, the side bags, of course, the side luggage. I haven't put it on yet, but you got those. Stopping for a regular scooter went out the window when I fucking bought it to begin with because I'm a big guy. It shouldn't have a problem, but now I have the extra person. I have the extra storage, so I'm gonna upgrade. It has to be done professionally because you have to bleed it out. You have to do a bunch of stuff that they do. But once it's done, it's not that actually more expensive. They go up with the calipers and brake pads and discs. Uh, that's it. It'll probably run me when I do it, which I don't have to do it anytime soon. Probably run me at about 10 or 12,000 pesos. But you'll never have to touch that shit again. The only thing you'll have to do are brake pads. Right now, I've been riding around with it since last year, and my mechanic says, "No, you're all fine, bro. Your brake pads are good. Everything on your brake pad is good." Oh, nothing. And I said, nothing? He goes, nothing. Your brake pads are still good. They got more than half the meat on them. And imagine, I ride that shit. I go through the mountains, going down the hill. You got to stop. I mean, I really work them brakes. I know how to work them too, and I don't overheat them. I try not to overheat them as much as I can. Those that know how to ride motorcycles know what I'm talking about because when you're going down a hill, if you're holding on to that brake too long, you're burning them out. I'm very good at driving. It's not the first. I've been riding motorcycles since I was 14, so I know the rules and regulations. To get the longevity of it. I just did the gear oil, just did the motor oil, just did the CVT, just did the filter. I put regular, super, and then right now I'm doing regular. This next one will be regular, and for the next 3 fill-ups, I'll do super, just to clean out the injectors and keep them clean. I'll have the injectors freaking serviced in another month or so, just to be on the safe side. That's it. Little things like that. There's little things they can go in there and do. A spark plug will be done when I do the injectors, and that's it. She runs fucking smoothly. You just put new tires. I'm actually thinking, even though he says I got another 2 years on tires, I'm actually thinking of doing the Pirellis. They're a little more rugged, better off-road and on-road. They're more silent. Because guys, when you ride scooters, trust me, or a motorcycle, you can feel the road more than you should with certain tires. This one, I think the tires like 5,500 for both. which is not bad. Of course, it's not the Pirellis are good. I'm looking off the off-name brand that are just as good because, guys, you got to be careful when you buy things here in the Philippines. When you think you're buying Michelin, and yeah, Michelin and Goodyear and all that other stuff is good, but there are tires here that give you just as good at performance at a quarter or a fraction of the price. So I told the guy I want the Pirellis. He says, "Sir, let me look at something for you. There are tires that they're not Pirellis, but they're made by Pirellis." See what I'm saying? So, like in Florida, I love my Michelins. I love my Goodyears. I love those tires. But then there's another brand that is made by the companies that give you 60, 80,000 miles on the tire, and they're even quieter. So I'm looking into the tires more a little off-road because I do a lot of off-road here. Nothing crazy, but I do. There's a lot of non-paved. Wherever I go, there's more non-paved. It's mainly off-road that I like to be because that's where all the beauty to me is. All the mountains, all the freaking waterfalls, and you got to travel to these things, you know. So I'm looking into those, but again, I maintain that girl, and she takes good care of me. They're more. It depends. If you get more of a performance, Tim, yeah, they're more sticky. They're more sticky. If you get performance, I'm getting a little more over like 60% off road, 40% street. And I will let you know. Hold on. Um, Let me look real quick at the brand that I got here. Like I said, if I don't know, I'll tell you guys. Hold on. And if I don't find it, and when this one hit, watch this. Um, excuse me. If I don't find it on the first search, I'll talk about it on the next show. Rated. Um, let's see. Right here. Off road for Honda. ADV 160. And let me once I see the name, I'll tell you. And again, I chose Pirelli because it's the first name brand. Um, right here, they're called Dunlops. The Dunlops dual sport. So you can go road and you can go off road. They're not Pirellis. The Pirellis, if I get them at a good price, I will get them. But Pirellis can be a little bit high on the higher, like 7,500 pesos. I did look at the Scorpions. If I can get the Pirelli Scorpions, I will get those. They're on road and off road. But I do like the Dunlops. The Dunlop, and I'm going to go a size bigger, Tim. I'm going to go a little bigger safely without any performance, sacrificial performance part. I'm going to go a little bigger in the front and a little bigger in the back, which gives you a little bit more grip all the way around. And let me see. Coffee time? Okay, I'm coming. Let me see. The Pirellis, okay. I hear the electric scooters available in Asia are junk. I've seen videos of mess in junkyards. I will tell you, John, the reason they're catching a lot of fire is because people have people working on them. Now, you don't have to quote me on this. I've seen it. I cannot say if this is legitimately what it is. I can only tell you from being boots on ground and what I've seen and the mechanics that I talk to and the Filipinos that I talk to and a ton of people. Because you know me, if I don't know it, I look and get the answer. It's all electrical. John, people start letting people touch it. That's why the mechanic that I have, he has a degree. He works in that field. He actually fixed all my lights and horns and everything on my bike, on the scooter. John, he actually went waterproof, thicker gauges. It cost me, like I told you guys, like 3,000 pesos, but he went and followed all the lines. And he says one of the biggest problems here is people adding all this additional stuff on the scooter, and the wiring is shot to shit. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. A lot of people know basically like ghetto wiring, but they don't do it correctly. What they do is they don't use the 3M liquid tape. They don't use seals. They don't use water seals. They don't seal everything right. And again, that is my personal thought on it, why they're catching fire. If you look, most of the fires that are catching are all electrical. Yours is gas. Yes, mine is gas. It is gas. And I like it, like I said, I like to switch on and off from the 91, which is regular, to the 95 octane, which is super. And I try to add an additive, a safe additive for the injectors. But I can tell you, John, if you get a decently, like I get Honda, I do like I do like Kawasaki. I do like motorcycles, but I went with the Honda because you can get more parts here. They're better. I do like the way I can find everything for this bike. But most of what's been happening in Asia, I can guarantee if you look, it's all electrical. It's all electrical. Go get your coffee. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was waiting till the 1 hour mark. Thank you guys for the looking out. God bless. Honda is great. God bless. Happy 4th of July. Love you guys. Be safe. Be good out there. Just guys, have fun, man. Have fun. Hope you guys enjoy all the videos that are coming. Enjoy. And I'm gonna go get beat up and have some coffee. Peace. Catch you guys on the next upload. Mabuhay, bitches. Mabuhay.